Welcome back to the part 2 of our 4-day Porto trip. And if you haven't seen our previous video, please do check it out first. We checked out of our first hotel, Eurostars of Porto, as we wanted to stay somewhere more central for the rest of the trip. And so, we moved closer to the river and checked into Eurostars Porto Douro. This hotel sits right along the Douro River in Ribeira, which is basically the heart of Porto's old town, and everything is within walking distance like cafes, restaurants, viewpoints, and some of Porto's most famous landmarks. We started off by walking towards the Ponte Luis Bridge. This is one of the most famous landmarks in Porto. It was opened in 1886 and it connects Porto to Villanova de Gaia on the other side of the river. The bridge has two levels. The upper level is used by the metro and pedestrians, and the lower level is used by cars and people walking along the riverfront. And if you look down at the river, you'll see boats slowly passing underneath the bridge, which makes the whole view even more special. Also, you can see the colorful buildings of Ribeira on one side and the waterfront of Gaia on the other. Once you cross the bridge, you are in Gaia, which is technically a different city, even though it feels like part of Porto. It's a really nice walk and definitely something you shouldn't miss when you're visiting Porto.
It's just so beautiful. Like look here, there, here, there. That's what happening. And
So
yeah,
we are in Porto for about 4 days, and personally, I feel 4 days are not enough for Porto.
yes, you need a
More,
week,
you
full
need
week.
more time to absorb.
Yeah. So if you want to fully explore that, and if you want to grasp the place, so I guess you need that time because we have one more day, which is tomorrow, and still we feel that okay, we have to go there and here. So it's
Right.
not sufficient because we have to go to some marketplace and all that. So we have one more day. Let's see. And there are some shopping stalls here as well. And it's a good place for shopping as well, guys. If you have extra luggage space.
After spending some time in Gaia, doing a bit of souvenir shopping, and enjoying the beautiful views, we decided to take the cable car, which is officially called the Gaia Cable Car or Teleferico de Gaia. It runs along the hillside between the riverfront and the upper level near the Dom Louis Bridge. The cable car usually runs daily, roughly from 10 a.m. until early evening, with longer hours during the summer months. At the time of our visit, tickets were around 7 euros one way and about 10 euros for a round trip. We chose a one way ticket because we wanted to go up to the top and then walk our way back down. The ride is short at roughly about 3 to 4 minutes, but a really fun way to see Porto and Gaia from above. Okay, so right now we are on the Dom Louis Bridge. It's one of the most visited sites in Porto.
So this bridge was built in the 19th century, what we got to know, and this is a double-decker iron bridge.
Yeah.
But it connects you to the Douro across the Gaia, which is on the other side of the river. And while walking on this bridge, you will get so beautiful panoramic views here. So if you are in Porto, you cannot miss this. Truly, you cannot miss this engineering marvel, I would say, that how they have built it, and the train going over there, and then you have footbridge, or what I would say, a side lane to walk for the pedestrians. So yes, so we're just standing here for 10 to 15 minutes, and it's just magnifico.
Yeah. So just a fun fact, the designer of this bridge is the same person who designed Eiffel Tower as well. So yeah, it's an engineering marvel. And what a time! We also spotted this small hillside train running next to the bridge. This is a Porto funicular, which we will talk about in a couple of minutes. And since we were already near the upper level of the bridge, it was perfect time to stop for lunch. We ate at restaurant Chinese King Long, which is just a short walk from the bridge, and found the food to be good. After lunch, we started walking back towards the Ribeira riverfront and decided to walk down using the stairs. As we made our way down, we came across a few small street side shops selling souvenirs and local items. Once we reached the bottom of the Dom Louis Bridge, we walked towards the funicular dos Condais. This is a small hillside train that connects the Ribeira riverfront with the upper city near Bathala. It was originally built in the late 1800s and was later rebuilt and reopened in 2004. It's a really convenient option because the climb up is quite steep if you try to walk it. At the time of our visit, tickets were around €4 per person for a one-way ride. After exiting the funicular, we just wandered through the streets for a bit, taking our time and admiring the local architecture around us. By this time, the weather had changed quite a bit, and the church of Saint Ildefonso looked beautiful in the foggy weather.
So right now we're walking in the streets of Porto. Basically, we are going to Santa Catarina Market. So we're exploring the lively streets here. Traffic is also piling up, not that much, but yeah, it's very active part of Porto, we can say.
And of course, we couldn't leave without trying the famous pastel de nata. It was the perfect snack break before continuing our day. By then, it had started to drizzle and the temperature dropped a bit. So we decided to step into a nearby shopping mall for a quick snack and to take a break from the rain. Since it had already gotten dark and the temperature had dropped, so we decided to walk back to the hotel. On the way, we couldn't help but stop and admire the Dom Louis Bridge glowing beautifully at night. Seeing it all lit up with the reflections on the river was honestly even more mesmerizing than during the day. Overall, it turned out to be a really fun day. And before we move on to the next day, let me give you a quick tour of our hotel room. So on the left, you have the washroom and the bathing area, and then you have a good sized, comfortable bed with some small side tables to keep your stuff. Compared to the hotel in which we stayed previously, the room size of this one was smaller. Hey everyone, so today is our day 4 in Porto, and it's our last day. Unfortunately, I wish I could have stayed here forever, but yeah, it's our last day in Porto. So we are staying in Eurostars Porto de Oro. It's a nice hotel. The USP of the hotel is that it's in the Ribeira area, so you get to see the nice views from here, and everything is close by. That is the only USP.
Yeah, the
Um,
rooms are smaller.
Yeah,
So it's just the area which is in, and when you step out, you see beautiful views. So that's the USP of the place.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it. They have a rooftop as well, wherein you get to see nice views.
Yep.
But the rooms are really small, really small.
Mhm.
215 square feet, bit claustrophobic in my opinion. But yeah,
That's how it is. So today we are, it's 11 o'clock in the morning here. We're just done with breakfast. And now we are heading towards the Ribeira area of Porto, which is the most happening and charming areas. So we'll be just exploring streets, maybe having some coffee by the river. So yeah. the plan.
we started the next day with a slow morning in Ribeira. Since we were already staying near the river, we decided to walk towards a street shopping area and just take it easy. This part of Porto is perfect for wandering around without a plan. There are small shops everywhere selling souvenirs, local products, and handmade items. We spent some time browsing through the stores, picking up a few souvenirs to take back home. At the same time, the views of the Douro River are always right beside you. So even while shopping, you keep on seeing these beautiful glimpses of the water, the bridge, and the colorful buildings across the river. After shopping and walking around for a bit, we decided to sit down and grab a quick bite before continuing with the day. Alright.
Yummy.
Oh, so we have ordered a vegetarian burger for ourselves. Because
Right.
just one burger, because we were already full from the breakfast that we had in our hotel. Let's see how the burger is.
Yep. Hopefully it's yummy. It will be. So we are in center of Ribera. It's a pre-lunch kind of thing because at 2:30 we have to go that
Luxury yacht.
yacht thing that will be for 1.5 hours.
No,
or
2 hours. It's for 2 hours.
That will also be some snacks and all. But since it's at 2:30, so we thought that we'll just grab something very quickly.
After lunch, we had something really special planned, a luxury yacht tour on the Douro River. The tour started from Marina de Frixo, and one of the main highlights of this cruise is that it takes you under all 6 bridges that connect Porto and Gaia. As you sail along the river, you get to see each bridge from below, which is a completely different perspective compared to walking or driving across them. We were also served some snacks during the ride, which made the whole experience even more relaxing. Alright, guys, I don't think I need to tell anything about what we're doing right now or where are we right now.
Right in the middle of Douro River, cruising through it. From the stunning views under the bridges, beautiful skyline, and it's totally worth it.
So this trip we booked from TripAdvisor. It's a luxury yacht tour. It consists of a maximum of 12 people and has a duration of around 2 hours. And it takes us under all of the 6 bridges that we have in Porto. All of these beautiful bridges which are connecting Porto with Gaia. So yeah, it's just mesmerizing to sit here, enjoy the views by the breeze. It's
Yep.
amazing.
Yeah. The breeze, the views, everything is just so amazing.
Yeah. And they- From the water, the views of the colorful Ribeira district are amazing, and you really start to appreciate Porto's skyline from this angle. After the yacht tour, we headed to Jardim do Moro to catch the sunset. This is one of the most popular sunset spots in Porto, and you'll usually find a big crowd gathering here in the evening. From up here, you get a wide view of the Douro River, the Porto skyline, and the sun setting in the distance. It was the perfect way to end the day and was also the end of our Porto trip. If you do like our videos, please do like, share, subscribe to our channel, and I will catch you in the next one.